Here's another cool ass thing to make. Earlier this summer, me and a friend of mine made a couple of these planter boxes for his front yard. As you can see, they're made out of pallets. This one right here is made out of one pallet, right? We cut it in half and then cut the end pieces off and then screwed it all together and then used some of that stuff from Home Depot, the mesh netting, and filled it up with a couple of bags of mulch and some horse poop and a little bit of dirt that we dug up out of his yard. Right? And there it is, a small planter box made out of one pallet. Well, this one over here is a larger planter box. It's made out of two pallets. Actually, 4 pallets if you think about it correctly. You see how right here in the center, right, it's 2 pallets put together. One side and one side. We just cut the big pallets in half and then screwed the ends on. Used a bunch of these triangular shaped screws to do it all. Put it all together and then did the same thing. Bunch of bags of horse poop and mulch and stuff. Planted some seeds and it's been doing good now. Right over here we got some Swiss chards and this one right here is a rosemary bush, and this is a sickly little Thai basil, and this one here is a purple basil. But if you look closely, you can see that we got some little tiny, I think they're mustard greens, and over here we have some arugula seeds going. But the whole point of this is that you can make one of these really simply just by getting yourself a couple of pallets. Right? Obviously, the reason we did this is because if you can see, the ground is pretty hard. It's got a lot of rocks, a lot of cactuses. This is a front yard here that doesn't have a lot of stuff, a lot of good, green stuff for it. So that's why we built these little planter boxes for the whole yard. It's pretty easy. It's pretty simple. Do a lot of good stuff. This one here is planted with some lettuce and stuff. Yeah, obviously hasn't come up yet. There's one right here, little tiny one right here. But it's something to do. Okay, just to give you guys a reference, a couple months ago, we built these planter boxes over in my friend's yard. I had this video made. Right? I just wanted to show you what they look like after they've been growing for a little while. This one's full of potatoes, and it's right here some mustard greens and some lettuces, some other stuff growing like mad. Right? This is just a reference of what can happen, right, if you do a good job. Over here, this one is just like come to life. Right here we have some arugulas here, right, that have gone to seed already. The flowers are popping out. These are really good, tasty. Got some more mustard greens and a rosemary right there. Here's mustard greens and more. Right here, we planted some moringa trees where these 2 little sticks are sticking up. They haven't popped up yet, but we're hoping for it. These big old Swiss chards right here. These things are great. And then this tomato right here, it looks a little sick, but that's because we just transplanted it a couple of days ago. Right? It came from a different place. There's another little mustard green. But as you can see, with a little bit of effort, some horse poop and some dirt, and this is what you can get right here. Thank you.